So this is JEE 2021 question paper. Now we are seeing aptitude question number 1. Identify the building composition of less visual tension among the following figure. So this is the question. For answering this question, we need to understand what is meant by visual tension. So I'll explain what is meant by visual tension. Consider there is a table and there is a glass tumbler with the water which is placed on the center of the table. Okay, so just imagine like this. Okay, so this is in the, like, if we see this from the top view, it will be looking like this. So it's placed exactly at the center. Okay, so just imagine there is another placement in which the glass tumbler is not in the center. It's little bit moved towards the edge of the table. Also consider another composition in which the glass of tumbler is at the edge of the table, but it's not fall down. It's still there in the table. So among these three figures, if I ask you which has a higher tension, we can clearly say that this has less tension because it's stable, balanced, and it's placed at exactly at the center. Whereas if you compare with this has higher tension because our eye tends to feel like this glass has to be placed at the center. So it has comparatively higher visual tension than the image one. So image 2. So this third image has the more tension because uh, our brain intuitively tries to avoid this fall of the tumbler because it's a glass tumbler. We don't want this disaster to happen. So our brain automatically will be trying to place this at the center of the table. So this has higher tension. Okay, so this is the visual tension. I have explained it in a very simple manner. uh, Okay, so this is the question here. So we need to answer which among the following things has the less tension. Okay, so here if you see option A and B, if you see, it's in all the four images are of perspective images, which are of 1 point perspective. So these two images are completely filled up. That is, it doesn't have any empty lines over here. But if you see the third and fourth option, our brain tends to make it complete. Like this building is uh, stopping here, but we feel like this building has to go till here. Okay, so these two images actually has the higher tension. C and D has a higher tension, but the answer, but here it is asked that which of the following has a less visual tension. That means A and B has less visual tension compared, if you compare with C and D. So C and D has a higher visual tension. So answer for this question will be option 4. And the second question is, which of the following building represents the colonial architectural pattern in India? As we all know, the colonial architecture means it's a British during the period when which British were ruling India. The architecture styles which they followed in India, those were called as colonial architectural pattern. So among them, they are asking which of the following building will have that kind of style in the architecture. So we need to see all the four options because for the upcoming exams, if you see, there may be chances that the question may be coming regarding any other options apart from the exact answer for the question. So I'll show you the other images also. Once again. So this is the LIC building. This is designed by Charles Correa. It's in Delhi. So he's an Indian architect. So it's done after independence. And this is Charminar. Charminar is a Indo architecture. You can clearly see from this. It's a Islamic architecture following a fusion of Indian architecture. Next is Charles Korea's Bharat Bhavan. This is also run by Charles Korea, so it's not a colonial. Whereas if you see the Victoria Memorial, this is kind of a British architecture. So that's why it's called as colonial architecture. Okay. So for answer for this question is So the answer for this question is Victoria Memorial in Calcutta. So the third question is the word Bangla has originated from which of the following options? So as we all know in India, if you see, generally Bengal or Bangladesh we used to call as Bangla. Okay, so the word Bangla means it's a Bengali word that means a palace or a very big residence. They call it as a bungalow. So later it was also adapted to our daily language. If we see some palace, we used to tell it that it's a bungalow. So this word has its origin from Bengal. So this is the answer for this question. Next, the question number 4 is we need to find out the mirror image of the following given figure. Okay, so generally how I used to do this, you can draw the entire thing like mirror image. If you want, if you don't want that, you can guess out the answer with less time. You can easily do that. I'll show you how. The first option is the wrong option. If you compare with these two cases, here they are upside down like W, whereas it's here like M. So it's upside down. When it comes here, it will be exactly same. But anyways, this W has to be here in the first place. Okay. The fourth question is we need to find out the exact mirror image for this given figure. So we can easily do that. You don't need to draw the entire figure. You just do it like this. The first portion will be coming here, that is W, and this portion will be of M. And here you can do it like this, like you can make it as like a short form. Here it will be a small square and you can draw it like this, and here this arrow, if it's placed like this here, then here it will be pointing in this direction. So now we need to compare this with the options. In the first options, if you see, the first option is actually quite matching here, and the second is also matching for all the four options, and the third one is also matching. Third is also matching, and the fourth one is not at all matching. So fourth one is the wrong answer. Reason, here if you say the first option and the second option both are W, so fourth option is the wrong one. Also we need to compare with the other option. We need to find out the right answer among the first three option. I'll zoom out somehow. Okay, so now you can clearly see the difference. So maybe we can do it like this. The first option is the wrong option. Reason, the center portion. Here if you compare this area here, we have three arrow lines which will not be possible here. So the 1 and the 4 are wrong answer so far we have found. So the answer has to be between 2 or 3. So what is the difference between the 2 and 3? We need to find out. So the difference is we have the sixth box, there is a difference. Okay, we have to check this out with the question. So in the if you compare this here, actually we have this cross here. Okay, but it's not there in the which option? But it's not there in the second option. Okay, so the second option is also a wrong one. So third is the right answer. So this is the exact match. If you want, you can draw out the entire image and then compare it with the option. But this is also one of the method. So now the question number 5. They have given a 3D figure and an arrow mark is shown over here. We need to find out the elevation of this 3D figure from this direction. If a person is looking at this object from this direction, how it will be seen from this side. So that's what we need to find out. Here also we need to find out the difference between among the options. We can clearly say the fourth option is the wrong one. Reason, this is complete here, so it will not be like that because here we have a single post and it's detached here, so there should be a gap in between, so there won't be any straight line coming on the top, so that's why the fourth option is not the correct option. Also, um, also, mm, as we can see, there is only a single block lies here. Above that, this block is standing. Okay, that means here there are two blocks seen over here. So third option is also a wrong option. The answer has to be between either one or two. So we need to find out the difference here. Um, so second option is, I guess, second option is also a wrong option. Reason, we can see that the height of this option first object is actually less compared with this, because this is double the height and this is single the height. So it's a isometric view. In isometric view, if they are in the equal height, the line has to be of same length in isometric view. So it's clearly seen that here they are actually of same height. Okay, so the first option exactly matches with this 3D figure. So option 1 is the right answer for this question. Option 1 is the right answer. Now the question number 6, this is also a similar question like the question number 5. Here they have given the top view of an figure and the arrow has been given in this direction. We need to find out if this is a 3D figure. If this is a 3D figure and if it's seen from this direction, what will be the elevation of this particular composition? So that's what we need to find out. So here, if you take, one second. Okay, so here if you see, we need to we need to compare with the options. So this option is a wrong option because this particular shape has to be a pyramid. If it's seen like this here, then it has to be a pyramid. So this is the wrong option, option 2. Also, mm, so now the question number 6. This is a similar question like question number 5. There is a figure which is given. It's shown like it's a top view of a composition, and there is a arrow mark in left side, which shows that we need to find out how this composition will look like. If it's a 3D figure, how it looks like if a person is seeing from this direction. So we need to find out the elevation from this direction. So first of all, we need to compare this with the option. We'll take these two objects. We can clearly see that the front object is a pyramid and it is also have a flat plane here, so no straight line will be in the elevation. So the for the pyramid, the elevation will look like this, and for the cylinder, the elevation will look like this. When you combine, because these two are aligned together, when you combine these two, the pyramid is in the front and cylinder is in the behind the pyramid. So the composition has to look like this. So if we filter out the option based on this, the option 1 will be a wrong answer, option 2 is also a wrong answer. The answer has to be between 3 and 4. So if you compare these two, uh, there is a difference is there is a line here. Okay, so here we can see that there is a sharp edge here, so the line has to come here, whereas if you see both the upper and down object doesn't have a center line. So option 4 is the wrong answer and option 3 is the sorry option 3 is the wrong answer and option 4 is the right answer for this question. So the question number 7 now. So again there is a 3D figure and there an arrow mark is given from this direction. We need to find out the elevation. So it's better if it's very simple problem, so we can better draw the elevation without even seeing the option before starting. So this will be coming like this here. Also from the top, it's not fully complete, so it's half done. Like we need to give a gap here. Also here, mm, I couldn't understand this portion. Okay, so here you can see actually this 3D figure is floating, it's not lying on the surface. Okay, So that means it has to be like this. And again, if you compare, this will be getting aligned to this surface. If you see, this surface actually aligns, but it doesn't touch in the bottom. So that's why it's quite looking like this. So even I got confused. Okay, so if we see, we'll see compare with these options, like which is going to match for this. So option 1 is also matching, option 2 is the wrong answer, and option 3, so option 3 is the wrong answer. Option 4 and 1, if we compare, what is the difference? So here you can see this top object is in the middle, whereas here it is clearly seen that it is in the right side. So option 1 is the right answer for this question. Now the question number 8. So these kind of questions, we have seen many questions in the previous year paper. Now we need to complete the series here. That is, what option will be here. So definitely there will be some relationship between these three squares which we need to find out so that we can guess the answer. So from here you can see that this circle is actually going in the clockwise, anti-clockwise direction. Sorry, clockwise direction. So first here it is here, next it is here and here. So in this option it has to be here and it has to be filled with black, because here it's empty, here it's black, here it's empty, so it has to be filled with black. Okay, so from this we can see that option 2 and 4 are actually matching. Option 2 and 4 are actually matching. So also here, this curve, it's going right here, and so it has to be exactly opposite to this line. So if we compare this, so this is actually matching for both 2 and 4. So what we can do is, maybe the number of lines is differing here, I guess. So 1 2 3 4 5 is here. So here we can see 1 2 3 4, only 4 is there. So option 2 is the wrong answer, since we have higher number, and the option 4, the remaining things it will automatically match. We have easily filtered out among the 4 options, that is 4 is the correct answer. So there is a pattern which I found out. So option 4 is the right answer. Next, question number 9. So this question, uh, you need to have some knowledge about the printing sheets if you want to answer this question. So for the future exams, you should also learning these kind of topics based on these questions. So here they're asking, what is the size of the A2 drawing sheet? So we know A4 sheet is the sheet which we use for writing, just like your notebook which we commonly use in the schools. Whereas A2 sheet, if you join two A2 sheet, it will be A3 sheets. Okay, if you join two A3 sheets, then it is called A4 sheet. If you roughly have an idea about what will be the size of an A4 sheet, that is even the paper which is given for you in the exam, if you have any rulers, you can measure it, and um, you can just find out like this. Okay, so I'll show the actual image here. Okay, so here you can see A4 sheet. So this is A5. A5 is the two times of A5 is A4, and two times of A4 is A3, and two times of A3 is a A2 sheet. So the dimension of A2 sheet is 420 into 594 mm. So you should also know the unit conversion. If you know that in centimeters or in feet and inches, you can convert it to mm, because the options are given here in mm. Maybe in the future they will give in other unit systems also. So it's better if you also know all these things. Also, you should learn about the unit conversion. So now the question number 10. This question is like they are testing your cognitive ability, like how attentive you are, those kind of things they are testing using this question. In this, they have given a composition, and there is a particular shape in this option which is actually inside this. We need to find out which one of the following is there. So for these kind of questions, what I would suggest is you need to first you need to take any one of the lines from the option. Example, if you take this line here, we need to compare it here where you find a line which is of this angle. Here you can see, and guess whether it's matching with this shape. So I can see there is some difference because it's not in the same angle here. Also here there is line, here also there is a line. So option 1 is, I don't think the option 1 is there. Option 2 also you can again compare, but I already found out the answer. Option 4 is there. So I took this line and saw this line which is matching to the same angle and found out that this option is there exactly over there. So option 4 is the right answer. You can also check with the other 2 3 whether it's there inside, but from my understanding I clearly seen that the 4 is only there, rest of them are not there in the question. So option 4 is the right answer for this question. So the question number 11 is, uh, which among the following architect has designed the famous temple Akshradham? So Akshradham temple, I'll show you which is Akshradham temple. So this is Akshradham temple. This is actually designed and constructed by this person. We don't find any real image of him, so he is the architect of this. So also you should learn about the other architects, Vikram Lal, Sanjay Puri. They are of latest generation architect. This CE Sompura, this is a short form of his name, but the actual name, full name of him is Banchwansi Akshar Pushtotam Swami Narayana. So the short form is C. Somapura. He is the architect of Akshradham temple. So next is question number 12. Here they have given names of historical monuments and also images of historical monuments. We need to match this following, which name belongs to which image. Okay. So from this image we can see Agra Fort is of option B. So this is Agra Fort. Also, Jagannath Temple, Puri Jagannath Temple is this temple. Nalanda University, it's not there actually, so it's demolished now. So this will be the Nalanda University and Attala Masjid. We can see that this looks like a Islamic architecture, so we can match it with this. So if you see, the answer for this would be, one will be B, and two, Attala Masjid will be C, and 3 will be A, and 4 will be D. So we'll compare this with the options. So one is not there, A, B, C, A, D. So option C is the right answer. B, C, A, D. So this is the right answer. So now question number 13. So this is same like 12th question. We need to match the names of the place with the images. Okay. Hall of Nations, we can see that this is over here. So this is designed by Raj Rebal, and Falling Waters in Peninsula by F.L. Wright is here, and Petronas Twin Tower by Caesar Pelli is here, and Secretariat Building by Le Corbusier is here. Okay, so the answer for this would be Hall of Nation. One will be B, and the two will be A, and Petronas Tower will be D, and then Secretariat will be C. So we need to compare this with the options B, A, D, C. So the answer is option 1. Now the question number 14, there is a 3D figure which is given. It's an of isometric view, and we need to find out the exact top view for this. So first of all, we need to compare. We can filter out the option based on this comparison. Here you can see the segmentation is actually of equal in length in the middle exactly. So if we match that with the options here, we can filter out some of the options among them. So option 1 is the wrong answer because it's unequal, and option 2 is also unequal, whereas in option 3 and 4 are actually somewhat matching with this thing. But here you can see the length of this is similar to the same length of this. Okay, but here we can see it's very less comparing with this. So option 4 is also wrong answer. Option 3 is the right answer for this question. So the question number 15 is, gold mines are situated in which of the states of India? So we have the many number of gold mines in India, but among them the one particular state has a large number of gold mines. So that's what they are asking. So if you have watched the movie KGF. So you could have answered this question because it's a Kannada movie. That means Kannada movie means its answer is Karnataka. So the Karnataka has large number of gold mines in India. Okay, so option one is the correct answer for this question. So the question number 16 is Agenda 21 is declared related to which? Agenda 21. So there is four options: climate change, global warming, sustainable development, and smart city. All the four are related to architecture, so it's difficult to guess out the answer. If you have some general knowledge about what's going on daily in the architecture field and other things which are related to climate and buildings, you could have answered this question. I'll show you what is the answer for this. So Agenda 21 is actually it's a Rio Declaration on Environment Development. The statement principles are sustainable management of forest, adopted by more than 178 governments of United Nations. So the okay, held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, it was conducted. So Agenda 21 is related to sustainable management of forest. That means sustainable development. So we can use the natural resources, but we cannot use it entirely for our development. That is called sustainable development. If you are making something like if you are using a single tree for making a door for your house, if you plant some two, three trees instead after completing your project, that is sustainable development because you are taking something from nature and you are also giving it back. So it's called sustainable development. So Agenda 21 is related to sustainable development. So the answer for this question is question number 3. Sorry, option number 3. Now we need to find out the mirror image for the given figure. So now the axis is given in the horizontal direction. So again same, we need to compare it. Okay. So if this is the axis, one thing is for sure, the bigger circle will be on the left side. It won't be on the right side. So option 4 is the wrong answer. Also, uh, this portion here, it will be in the outer, okay, not in the interior. So it will be in the outer. I'll show you. If you draw the mirror image, we can segment it like this, and we can find out that these are going to be of same because it's in the horizontal mirror image. And also this circle, this is going to be on the other half. Okay, that is it has to be here. If it's here, it has to come here. And these two lines which are here has to come here, and these three lines which are here has to come here. So this is the perfect mirror image of the above given figure. If we compare this with the given options, we can find that option 1 is exactly matching here. Okay, so option 1 is the right answer for this question. Now the question number 18. So again they have given a top view of a composition and we need to find out the elevation from the arrow direction. So here we can see that these things will be of equal size, not like the one in the 4. Here they are differing a lot. So option 4 is a wrong answer. So if we compare the other three option, the base bottom is actually of equal length, and the second thing, this cuboid over here, it is actually matching with the second and third option, also in the first option. Okay, so what is the difference then here? So the top diamond portion, which will be looking like this in the 3D figure. I'll draw it here. So it looks like a cube, but just imagine it's a diamond shape extruded. So if it is seen from this exactly in the center, the elevation would look like a square with a line in the middle, exactly in the middle. Okay, so option 3 is the wrong answer because this is not in the exact center. Option 2 is also wrong because we don't find the center line. So option 1 is the right answer for this question. Now the question number 19. One of the following answer is hidden in the problem here. That is the same question which we see in the previous questions. So one among the following shape is there hiding inside this composition. We need to find out which of this one. Okay, so if we for this kind of question, as I said, we need to take any one of the lines and guess out like this option has to be lying touching this line here. but this is not here. You can see that. So option 2 is the wrong answer. For the first one, if we take this line, if we compare it here, we don't even find. Maybe this line we can take, but here also we are not able to. This doesn't have any segment here, so option 1 is also a wrong answer. And this one, it's slightly, we can take this line and compare it with this one. So here we can see that this shape is hiding here. So this might be an answer, we can keep it like. Also we need to find out whether the other option is there. Okay, we may be wrong. So if we take this horizontal line, we don't find any horizontal line. So yeah, we have one, that is the top line. So if we, so actually they are trying to confuse with this shape. This shape here, it's not of the same angle. Here it's like a V. So option 3 is the correct answer, others are wrong. So now the question number 20. In the given figure, how many squares are present? That is, in the given figure, we need to find out totally how many number of squares are there. So we can do this by individually counting. Not, but the confusion which may arise is there is also a square. You can see there is a combination of four squares which forms a single square. This is all. This also you should count. So if you count it individually manually, then there are chances that you may get a wrong answer. So now I'm going to teach you a formula for counting this. We can segregate all these these four squares, because they are not combining and forming any squares. Then the center portion we find 9 to 9 grid. So for these kind of things, we have a formula, that is 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 3 squared. So the answer will be the exact number of squares. So 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is equal to 4, that is 1 plus 4 plus 9, that is 14. So 14 plus the remaining 4 square, that is 18. So 18 is the answer for this question. Now we need to find out the elevation. This is question number 21. Now we need to find out the elevation from the arrow direction. Again, I'll start from comparing something from the 3D figure with the options. So there is a thing here that this line is not actually matching with any bottom line. So option 2 is the wrong answer, because here we can see some line is coming here. So this is an empty space here. So option 2 is the wrong answer. Other you can see here we are having clear L shape. Okay, whereas in the third option we don't have that. So answer has to be either 1 or 4. So what is the difference between 1 or 4? So there has a gap here. Definitely there is a gap here. Okay, so option 1 is the correct answer, whereas option 4 we don't have any gap. So option 4 is the wrong answer. So option 1 is the right answer for this question. Now the question number 22. There is a 3D figure and we need to find out the elevation from the arrow direction. So we can easily filter out some of the option, that is this one. Here we can see there is a clear L shape here, but we don't find it here. We have a line here, so option 1 is the wrong answer. Here we must have this line here, because we have it in the 3D figure. So but we don't find any line here, so option 2 is also wrong answer. The answer has to be between 3 or 4. If we compare, the length of this portion is the uh, difference. Okay, so this one, it's quite tedious to understand. For the isometric view, if you compare, this length of this line is very small. You can even compare it with this is of same length, and also it's of 3 times. But here if you see in the fourth option, it's not of 3 times, it's less than 3 times, and it's also not exactly matching with the size of this portion. But here it is somehow matching with the size. So the option 3 is the right answer and option 4 is the wrong answer. The question number 23 is Jarokwa is a type of window mostly found in. So option is Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, West Bengal. Okay. So window is a main element for Rajasthani architecture, where you can find the Hawa Mahal, which is known as Wind Palace, which has about 1000 windows in the elevation. Okay, so windows are main part of Rajasthan. So the answer has to be Rajasthan. Here I'll show you how the so this is Jaroka, this particular projected kind of balcony. So it's a Jaroka, so it's there in Rajasthan, prominent in Rajasthan. Okay, so Jaraka is a window which is prominent in Rajasthan. So the answer for this is option 1. Now the question number 24, we need to find out the elevation for the 3D figure based on the direction of the arrow. Now we can compare and filter some of the options here. This option 2 is a wrong option because the angle of this slope is in this direction. And then here we also have a square here which is aligned with this one, so we need to see this triangle here, but we don't find that in the option 3. Also in the option 4 we don't find that, so option 1 is the right answer. If you just draw the elevation, it will be clearly matching with the option 1. So I just did it based on the comparison, only from the comparison this small portion, so it's a easy method and less time consuming. Now the question number 25. The problem figure shows the top view of an object. Identify the correct elevation among the answer figures looking in the direction of the arrow. Okay, so this is the question. Mm, we don't have to worry about the bottom figure, whether it's flat or any other shape. It's looking like a diamond. So we just can find out the answer based on the subdivisions here. Okay, the front portion will only be seen, the back side portion will not be seen here. So if you take like this, we have one subdivision, that is the one, and then another segment here, and then another segment, this segment and this segment. That is basically it will be getting like this 5 segments only. So yeah, so option 4 is the right answer. Here we can see there is only single subdivision here, and there is here also one single subdivision. So option 4 is the right answer. Now the question number 26. Victory Tower belongs to which of the following fort? Amber Fort, Chittoor Fort, Bangar Fort, Jaikar Fort. So Victory Tower, if you have studied history of architecture, Islamic architecture, you would came across this. Victory Tower is known as Kirti Stamba. So it's actually located in Chittoor. I'll show you the image also. So this is Kirti Stamba. Kirti Stamba, the Victory Tower, is in Chittoor Fort of Rajasthan. You can see it here. So this is Kirti Stamba. There is also one more Stamba which is located near this. I'm giving you this as a quiz. You can find out what is the other Stamba which is located nearby Vijay Stamba. The option for this is option 2, Chittoor Fort. The question number 27. Volume 0 documentary is of which architect? So that is a documentary in YouTube named as Volume 0. They are asking for which architect it was made for. Ranjit Sabliki, Jasbir Sanchdev, Richard Mayer and Charles Correa. So you should also know about the other architects. You may get it in the coming year question paper. For now, I'll show you this documentary is based on Charles Correa's works. So the volume 0 documentary on Charles Correa. We have one more documentary for Louis Akon also, but we don't have any Louis Akon in the options. Only we have Charles Correa. So there is no confusion. The option for this question is Charles Correa. That is option 4. Now the question number 28. The problem figure shows the top view of an object. Identify the correct elevation among the answer figures looking in the direction of the arrow. So here they have given many shapes which is arranged in a flat surface. Now we need to find out the elevation for this composition from the direction of the arrow. So at first this question may look quite complicated for you, but with any one small portions you can easily filter out the options here. So what I took is this area here. You can see there is a cuboid here. There is a cuboid. It may be of any length. If it is standing here, you can see that the center is actually aligned to this. That means it is projected like this, maybe of this length. Okay, if we take it of this length, it will be, sorry, sorry, I'll draw it again. So if the cuboid is of like this, and this shape, this shape will be of this. So this shape will look like this. So if we see this from this direction, we can see that um, option 2 will not be answer because we don't find the other shapes. We leave here it is fully empty. So option 2 is the wrong answer. And option 3 is also a wrong answer because the edge of this shape is aligned to the backside cuboid. So this is also a wrong answer. Here it's clearly seen that option 4 is not the answer because we have a lot of empty gap. But for the option 1 you can see it's not matching here. Also, if you compare with the other things also, it will be perfectly matching with this. So option 1 is the right answer. You don't have to think too much for this. Just by taking any one small portion and comparing with the option, you can filter out this answer for this. So option 1 is the right answer. Now question number 29, we need to find out the elevation for the 3D figure based on the direction of the arrow. So we can filter this based on, first thing I'll take is this L shape is clear over here, no hindrance, any lines in between. So option 1 is the wrong answer. And the other thing that I'll take is here this particular area, if you take this side, it will be of straight length and there will be a small perfect square that will be a continuation of the L. So this is how the elevation has to look like. So option 2 is the wrong answer because we don't find the square in the bottom half. The L is continuous till the end. So option 2 is the wrong answer. And in the 3 also we don't find this small square. So option 4 is the right answer. Here we can find everything perfect matching. So option 4 is the right answer. So again, question number 30, the 3D figure shows the view of an object. Identify the correct view. We don't need to read the question and all. Here you can see we need to find, again we need to find out the elevation from the direction of the arrow. So we'll take some of the figures here. So this one, we can filter out like this square is in the right side. Okay, so then it has to be in the right side. So option 3 is the wrong answer. And the other thing which we can take is here it is clear in the middle, but in this fourth option we have a line here, so we can filter it out. Next we need to compare with the option 1 and 2, that we can only find out based on the placement, like only the difference is, no, actually option 2 is also a wrong answer because this is not clear here, right? We have a line here. So option 1 is the right answer. We have a clear center as well as we have the square in the right side, which is perfectly matching. Option 1 is the right answer. Next, the question number 31. The book God of Small Thing is written by which Indian architect? Uh, if you have come across like all these architects, uh, you should have known that Arundhati Rai is an architect who is famous for her writings. She also made a movie, acted in that movie. Also, she is famous for her books and stories. Okay, so I guess the answer would be Arundhati Rai. We'll see. So, The God of Small Things is a book written by Arundhati Rai. She's a qualified architect, studied from SPA Delhi. So, option 3 is the right answer for this question. Next, the question number 32. So, in this question, they have given a problem figure and no arrow is given here. They have asked what is the top view which is exactly matching with the other options. So this question will be quite complicated initially if you are looking at it because it's in this direction and the options are somewhat rotated 180-degree. So it's very difficult for comparison. But we can filter out the option based on some of the things. I'll show you how. Here we can find there is a small empty uh, gap like square here, which we don't find it in the option 1. The other options we have that, so we should take the other things into consideration, which is this C shape. Here the length is of very big, Okay, but it's small here, so option 4 is also wrong. So the option has to be either 2 or 3. This can be filtered out based on this. That is, these two square lines here, which are of actually equal length, and it's also very thin here. This portion is very thin here, and here it's of very nominal size, and the options are also comparatively of same length. So if you compare these things with this, option 3 is the wrong answer, and 2 has to be the right answer for this question. So now the question number 33, we need to find out which of the following shape is hiding in this composition. Like we solved in the previous problem, take any one of the line, either this angle line, and look for the shape which is touching the same direction. So if we take this line, touching this line, I don't find anything like a star. So option 1 is the wrong answer. Also option 2, the same thing, this line, but we don't find any shapes below that. So this is also a wrong answer. And the other thing is this line we can take. So the same line. So I think we have found out the answer, the exact shape which is lying over here. We also check the other shape. Here we can take this straight line. That is the this shape has to either lie in the right side of this straight line, but we didn't find this. Okay, so option 3 is the right answer. It's perfectly matching with this shape. Now the question number 34. In the southern hemisphere, shadowless light is available in which direction? That is southern hemisphere. In India, we are lying in the equator, and all the European countries are lying in the northern hemisphere. Whereas if you take South Africa, Africa, and then Australia, they are in the southern hemisphere. If you take in the equator region and the northern hemisphere, we have clear light from the north direction because we don't get sun to go in the north direction. Okay, so we have clear light in the north direction, but in the southern hemisphere, it's exactly opposite. Whatever that is there in the northern hemisphere, it will be exactly opposite. If it is winter season in the northern hemisphere, then it will be a summer season in the southern hemisphere. So everything will be opposite. So for this question, the shadowless light is available in the south direction for the southern hemisphere, because only in the north and equator we have the clear light from the north direction, whereas for the southern hemisphere it will be on the south direction. Okay, so the option 3 is the right answer. Now the question number 35, we need to find out the mirror image for this. So the mirror image, we can filter some of the options. That is 4 is not matching because there is a missing square here. Also we can filter the other option also. Option 2 is not right answer because this rectangle is touching the curve, but here it's not touching. So it has to be between 1 and 3. So 1 and 3, the difference is, what is the difference? Looks somewhat similar. There is a difference, that is this length, which is lesser than this length. Okay, which is lesser than this length. So here it's lengthier, and it's so if you take here it's lengthier if you compare with this. Okay, so option 3 has to be the right answer, and 1 is the wrong answer. You can draw this and find out also. Option 3 is the right answer for this question. Now the question number 36 is, they have given some names of the fort and also locations, Hyderabad, Calcutta, etc. We need to match this. Which fort is located in which city? So this is what we need to find. But before getting into the answer, if you take a look at some of the fort, we can it will be useful for you for the future exams. I'll show you. First is Mahengra Fort, Siri Fort, Golconda Fort, and Fort William. We'll see all the four. So Mahengra Fort is this fort. This is located in Jodhpur city, that is in Rajasthan, India. And next is Golconda Fort. Golconda Fort is located in Hyderabad. And Siri Fort, it is of it is located in Delhi. And the Williams Fort is Fort Williams. This is not in India. This is located somewhere in UK. Okay. So so the Mahengra Fort is of Jodhpur, and Fort Williams, sorry, we have a Fort Williams in UK. Also we have it in Calcutta, I guess. And Golconda Fort, it is located in Hyderabad, and Siri Fort is located in Delhi. Maybe for Fort Williams in Calcutta, you can see some of the images. Okay, so the options based on this S, D, next is C, and then Golconda 3 is A, and then B. D, C, A, B. Option 1 is the right answer for this question. The question number 37 is the monsoon wind enters India in uh, which direction for the subcontinent of India? We all know that the monsoon wind actually comes from the direction of Kerala, where Western Ghats is there. So southwest is the correct answer for this question. We'll also check internet. So monsoon wind enters India in southwest direction, that is from Western Ghats. Southwest is the answer. Now the question number 33. Question number 38 is match the list 1 and list 2. So they have given some names of the temples and also the places, some places which we need to match these temples where they are located from the options in the list 2. So I'll show you some of the things before we find out the answer. Yadavendra garden is this garden. It is located in Pinjore district, that is Panchkula, Haryana district. And Hidimba temple, it is located in Himachal Pradesh, Manali. And then Hari temple is nothing but the golden temple of Amritsar. And if you search for Vishnu temple, you will not find the exact match because there are many Vishnu temples available. Okay, so Yadavendra temple, as we see, it's located in Pinjore. And Hidimba temple is located in Manali. And Hari Mandir is located in Amritsar, and Vishnu temple in Buniyar. These are the options. That is option 1, it is C, option 2, it is D, and option 3, it's Manali A, and option 4 is B. C, D, A, B. C, D, A, B. Yeah, option 3 is the right answer for this question. Now we'll see question number 39. A drawing is provided with all folds to construct the following three-dimensional objects. Select the correct one. That is, this is the 3D object. They are given some cuttings of paper cuttings. I will show you some image. So in school, during school days, you might have tried this at least once. That is, making a cube out of a chart or any board. So for that we'll be drawing this thing and then we'll be sticking it all together, folding it for making into a cube. So just like that, this is an unfold form which are given as the option, and they are asking which one of the following unfolded drawing will match for this 3D figure. So it may look quite complicated, but you can easily find out the answer. I'll show you how. Whenever you fold the object, the things has to match, that is the number of foldings here has to match with the one on the other. So I'll show you how. In the first option, if you see, if we fold this in this direction, this is in match with this one, so anyway the object will not form. So option 1 is the wrong answer. Also, if you fold this one in this direction, the second option, you'll see that this is not actually matching with this one. So option 2 is also a wrong answer. If you fold this one, this you can easily say that this area is not matching here. And here in the option 4, you can see it's perfectly matching. Every side is matching with the other thing. So option 4 is the right answer. You can try it out, but anyways, you can find this answer for this such a kind of questions like this only. You have to compare with the things when you fold. Okay, quite imaginative. You need to think a lot before you are sure about the answer. Okay, so option 4 is the right answer for this question. So question number 40 is which among the following is the full form of UNESCO? So what is the full form of UNESCO? So the full form of UNESCO is United Nations for Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. So which is education security not and scientific, yeah, option 3 is the right answer. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. So the question number 41 is we need to find out the hidden shape, that is which one of the following shape is hidden in this composition. So based on this we can see that there is no shape which is similar to a square, so option 1 is not an answer. And the other thing, I guess I got the shape here. You can see this one is there over here. We'll also try out the other shapes. As I said, we can make a line and compare where the line lines in this composition. We don't find any lines like here. We can find a line which is parallel to this line, but we don't find other foldings here. So option 3 is the wrong answer. Also, the other things which we can see is we can take this line or either this line. Okay, any one of this line. So if you take this line, I think this parallel line is very less, I guess. There is no line, I guess. So option 4 is also not wrong answer. Option 2 is the right answer for this question 41. Question number 42, they have given a 3D figure and we need to find out the correct top view for this. So here we have a perfect L shape. So if we filter out like that, option 3 and 4 will not be the answer. Also here we have one more shape before the two shapes. Okay, so option 2 is the right answer. We don't find this shape here. Okay, so option 1 is wrong. 2 is the right answer for this question. Now the question number 43. So we have been provided with a 3D shape and we need to find out the elevation from this, the arrow direction. So this we can do like this. This one is the wrong answer because we have only one shape in the bottom. We should have some this gap here, but we don't find any gap. It is aligned to each other, so it's a wrong answer. Um, Also, this one is a wrong answer. Reason, we should have this line here in between. So 2 is also a wrong answer, and 3 is also a wrong answer because we have some in, intersection here, which is not happening here. So option 4 is the right answer, exactly perfectly matching with the 3D figure. Option 4. Question number 44, we need to find out the elevation of the 3D figure from the arrow direction. So option 1 is the wrong answer because there is no clear view here. Also 2 is wrong answer, this is also wrong. And between 3 and 4 the difference is we have this line here and not here. So but here we can see there is no line, it's clear here. So option 4 is the wrong answer and 3 is the right answer. Now the question number 45 is we need to match these places with the monuments. Uh, so the given options are Delhi, Fatehpur Sikri, Calcutta, these things. So before that I'll show you some of the images. Kriki Masjid, it's located in New Delhi, and Badrinath temple, it's located in Uttarakhand, Badrinath Road, Joshmet. Also, the Buland Darwaza, it's located in Fatehpur Sikri. It's the gateway of Fatehpur Sikri, which is in Uttar Pradesh. And Victoria Memorial is in Calcutta. So, okay. So, we need to match these following. Now, we can see that Buland Darwaza is Fatehpur Sikri, and Delhi we have Kriki Masjid, and Calcutta is Victoria Memorial, and Badrinath Temple is in Kamru. So these are the options. So the one is C and two is C, sorry. So one is B, two is C, and three is D and A. So D, A, B. Sorry, B, C, D, A. B, C, D, A. That is option 3 is the right answer for this question. Question number 45, we need to find the elevation again, so we can do it. This is a very simple question, we can do it easily. 1 is the wrong answer, 2 is also a wrong answer, and 3 might be the answer, we'll wait. And 4 is the wrong answer. Reason, we have this square here, so it's flat over here for the signed option, so hence it's wrong. And here we didn't find, like, this is continuous here in this first option, that's why it's wrong. So option 3 is the right answer, which is matching with this 3D figure. Next is question number 47. The problem figure shows the top view of an object. Identify the correct elevation among the answer figure looking in the direction of the arrow. So this is the top view and we need to find out the elevation from this direction. Okay, so this we can do. So this is a wrong answer. Reason, if these two here, if these two squares are aligned to each other, the surface has to be will not form any line in between. So this is a wrong answer. Um, Also this is also wrong answer since we have a line here. 4 is a wrong answer. Reason, this is a perfect cuboid and there is a dent here. If you see it from maybe if you take it as a dent, this cannot be a perfect cuboid because here it's forming some edges and the edges has to make a line in this surface. Okay, so option 2 is the right answer. It should be matching perfectly. Question number 48 is, which architect designed IIM Ahmedabad? As we all know, it's designed by Louis Icon. So Louis Icon. So he is the designer of IIM Ahmedabad. So option 3 is the correct answer. So the first Indian architect who has won the Pritzker Prize in 2018 is Pritzker Prize, the one and only B.V. Doshi. No other has got the award in India so far. So this is B.V. Doshi. He did assisted Louis Icon for the design of IIM Ahmedabad. IIM Bangalore has been done by him. So there are a lot of other projects. So he is the one and only Indian architect who got this Pritzker Prize, B.V. Doshi, in 2018. So the question number 50, we need to find out the elevation for this 3D figure. We can filter out some of the options here. Option 2, 1 is the wrong answer because we have a continuous surface here whereas we have segment here. Okay, so other filtrations which we can do here is, yeah, here also we find the continuous, so option 3 is the wrong answer. And difference between these two are, here it is flat but here you can see it's it's also slope, continuous slope. So option 4 is the wrong answer. Option 2 is the right answer for the 50th question. That's all. The 2021 question paper aptitude is over with this question.